It's safe to say that game against Manchester City was an outstanding game by Lissandro Martinez, and he really did have a point to prove going into the game. Now, I wanted to have a conversation and talk Lissandro Martinez because, brother, did he get cooked during the week by Paul Scholes, Nicky Butt, two ex-Manchester United players, two legends of the football club, ultimately ripped into Martinez before the game, which I thought was unnecessary. And I've seen all the uproar it caused online, and I think it was unjustified. I don't think there was any reason why Scholes and Butt needed to say that. They literally said Martinez would get picked up by Erling Haaland and run into the goal with him. Now, I mean, in terms of how responses go, what a way it was for Martinez to respond and just crying out the critics. He said people can talk all they want, and he was gesturing after the game that basically people can talk all you want, but as a United fan base, we need to come together. And it's weird that ex-players these days go in and criticise their own players because they know firsthand more than anyone how tough it is at that highest level. And I thought Martinez stepped up to the plate fantastically well. I think it was a great performance by him. And he showed like he had a point to prove. I mean, he was his normal aggressive self, but there was just that little bit you can feel in the game that he wanted to prove a point. And ultimately, he doesn't have to because I think, and I know how good Martinez is, but for him on a personal, he wanted to do that. And I think the bitterness, it sounded like a more or less bullying from Scholes, but didn't really make any sense to me, especially before a derby. You should be kind of encouraging your players before the game. But more importantly, I think he stepped up and did a good job. And I think it's been a big season for Lissandro, a tough season. Um, but I think he did a very good job in that City game. And I think it's time to have a conversation about it because the way you step up to your critics and the way you silence your doubters is the best way to go about any criticism, in my opinion. Now, it's only one game, but I thought it was just unjustified because I think it's six now out of 7 games Martinez has played against Haaland. Haaland hasn't scored in 6 of them, so he actually does have quite a decent record against him. So that's why, again, another reason I thought the hate was just unjustified. But yeah, he had a great performance. He played the full 90 minutes, which again, on a personal note, is very good from him. A clean sheet against Haaland, against a City side that score over 2 goals a game. In terms of his personal stats from the game, he played 90 minutes, 36 touches, 3 passes into the final third, um, 11 defensive contributions, 3 headed clearances, a lot of interceptions and recoveries. He didn't get dispossessed once. He won 100% of his aerial duels, 100% of his ground duels. Like, as performances go against Man City, I don't think that he was probably United's best performer on the pitch. But I thought the whole team was very, very good. But on Martinez, as I said, I thought the criticism was a bit unnecessary, and I think that's the way that you respond to it. And we know, listen, it's one game, but I think now this is the chance for him to kick on and kind of use this as fuel now to go into the next game. We have Arsenal coming up, then I think it's Fulham, Spurs. Like, you need to keep this momentum going. And I just want to say a huge shout out to Lissandro because he's had a lot of personal battles as well off the pitch. I seen a quote saying that he didn't want to continue playing football after that because he had, I think, a double ACL injury or something like that. Like, it is quite tough. And I think Lissandro, I've seen a lot of people criticise him, which again, at times, I don't think he's been great this season, and I've criticised him, and I think you can get more from him. But in large part of it, I think he's been very good from him, and it's been a very positive season, to say the least. So shout out Martinez. I think that's a way to respond to your haters and your doubters. And most importantly, he had a very, very good game. And I think this is what needs to be said about Martinez. We don't need to get carried away. I think we just need to continue these performances that we're seeing from him game in, game out, because what a player he can be. He's 28 now, but again, the experience, the passion, especially in the back four, I think that's really, I think that's where you see a decent Martinez and you see a physical Martinez and you see more, most importantly, more confident. And we know how much he's rated by Carrick, and the Carrick talked about, sorry, Martinez talked about what Carrick said to him pre-game, but most importantly, the togetherness is there. And I think shout out to Martinez because it's been tough. It's not easy when people criticise you time and time again. But yeah, he stepped up, and I just thought that was uncalled for. We see what Bottom and Scholes have to say, but most importantly, big up Martinez. What a performance it was by him. And he pocketed Haaland again. I mean, anytime Haaland tried to get into the box, Martinez was there, Maguire was there. Like, we stopped Haaland, who has been the best player in the league, I would say, this season. And yeah, where was he? Did he turn up? Did he even play the game? I don't even know. But yeah, shout out Martinez. And yeah, what a performance it was by him. And hopefully he continues it. Not into the next game. No, into the next game and the game after that. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. We're back. Peace.